Hi. I guess I'm doing this myself right now. Welcome to the Greg Cherry Show, everybody, here on the Greg Cherry brand and, of course, Jeff Meacham Network, as we do each and every Wednesday. And I guess we should do the Greg and Trail. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Shameless promotion of the new T-shirt. Woohoo! I got an outsider shirt. Greg was supposed to start the show today with us, and he's supposed to do the egg bit, and he's not here. Live TV. You know what? He's probably hiding behind his desk. Probably doesn't want to show his face on camera. Let's just see if he's not there either. Okay. We'll go ahead and just roll with it. Comments. Let's see. Here we go, Josh. Okay, wait. Hang on. What is that? What the? Oh, okay. He got proactive.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. So Greg's in the can. Make sure he doesn't make a mess everywhere. There you go.
Yeah. I thought this out. At least I thought that part through.
Yes. Okay. Well, as Greg agreed to in a previous during the April shows here on the Greg Cherry Show, if we reach the milestone of $100 in super chats, and yes, YouTube is a bitch like that. They didn't quite get the 100 as far as technically, but you guys were awesome about it, and we promised you guys, not these YouTube jackoffs. So
before I do it, I want to say, and by the way, it's right here, so I'm not chickening out. Chicken, get it?
Which came first, chicken or the egg, is the question at the end of the day. You know.
That part wasn't intentional, actually. I just like, hey, that's a pun.
That's the best kind when we come up with shit we don't even realize we're doing. That's the best stuff.
Exactly. So I mentioned this on the Jeff Meacham on Talk Wrestling yesterday. Yes. That on the Greg Cherry brand, I've disabled the super chat feature from YouTube because YouTube hasn't paid me in 2 months.
No.
Like they say that I haven't earned anything. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to use the Streamlabs link and I'm going to make money off the show anyway.
There you go.
So if you guys could, it's on both channels. It's on the Greg Cherry brand and the Jeff Meacham Network. Should be the pinned comment. If it's not, then we'll show it on screen. It also scrolls across the bottom. You should know it by now. It's also in the description of the video if you want to go click on that. But,
which I made very clear it's the only way to go now, because as far as the Greg Cherry brand side of things, he's not taking YouTube super chats anymore. I will take them because Streamlabs and I didn't really work. I mean, I can set it back up, but yeah, you has worked with you in the past, and I totally trust me. The not getting money thing is becoming a problem around here at the house. So I get it, brother. I get it.
Yeah. So if you want to full screen me, because I'm sure everybody wants to see that.
Without question. Let me see if I can get this thing to cooperate, of course, which is always the adventure. There we go. Look at that. And Josh, yes, this is just for you, clearly.
Yeah.
So
hey, I'm even wearing Steelers merch. So
see, he is a man of his word. You don't see that too often in wrestling, especially a multi-time, long-defending champion keep his word when it comes to humiliating himself. Damn it, this guy is a pro.
I do what I can. All right, so here it is, and I'll be back in the studio in a minute after this is done. But
oh, jeez.
Here we go.
Oh, golly. Oh man, with the yoke all that. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Oofa. That is
that's
brutal.
That's a feeling right there. It's going down my back.
Oh, that's what a big head from Dwayne, our favorite super chatter, and Josh loves you. So there you go. That's right.
Appreciate it.
Gee, what a mess.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you back in the studio in like a minute.
Sounds good, brother. Jesus Christ. You got to love the commitment to the bit. God bless Greg. My goodness. And yes, I'm on green screen only because I couldn't get the computer to cooperate today to do the I want to have an NWO background because I actually am very happy I got this shirt. You guys don't really understand how awesome it is for me to have an outsider shirt, especially even before Scott passed. I was looking to get one of these. I couldn't find anybody that would draw it up in a reasonable, at least facsimile of how it used to look back in 1997, 1998. So I didn't bother with it. And I found this, and I don't remember the name of the site right now. It was on Etsy, so I will give it a huge plug on Mike Night Friday because we'll have a friend of that audience. I don't have the package near me. I forgot I left it in the room, so that's 100% my bad. But anyway, so I appreciate the opportunity to have it, and I guess what Kevin said was true. This NWO for Life thing really is legit. It's a shoot because I've got those and another Wolfpack shirt. I've got the hat on. You can see the hat here clearly. Well, now you can. So I guess I'm in it for the long haul when it comes to this For Life stuff. So and yes, making Vincent Price proud. If you understand that reference, you're cool for this room. We appreciate that. And there he is, back at the desk. God bless you, Greg. And Josh says that was so beautiful. So, Josh is way too happy about this. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sticky.
He's sticky. That's it. Oh my goodness. Oh, good stuff, brother.
Yeah. the things I do for this show. You can see like the remnants of yolk right here. If you
that's the best part.
Yeah. It wasn't like a pre-taped deal where I'd be like, oh yeah, I showered after. It's like, no, told
he
you guys
literally walked in here from the can.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I love this job.
Hi, everybody.
Oh my God. So now that we've had that happen, let's go ahead and actually get into what we're going to get into today. Did we do that?
Yeah.
We did do that. Okay, so on today's show, Greg indeed met his Eggleston. This is so Vincent Price, egghead from Batman. This is tremendous. Good grief. So NFL draft talk, which is going to be a lot of him. And because I point out to Josh, I feel like I was a dick when I did it. I didn't watch the draft because I was so busy over here doing move stuff, work stuff. I didn't watch. And like I said, I don't really like, oh my God, what's going to happen? It's like, I wait till August. Okay, cool. We got these guys on the field. Let's see how this shit happens. But I appreciate the desire to talk about it. So I will be more than happy to chime in when I can. For us Boston fans, it's going to be a fun Weird State Laws because we're going up to Massachusetts. God help us all. And of course the Wednesday Q&A because it is Wednesday night and we are now just 52 minutes away from Dynamite if you're into that sort of thing. So anyway, that's where we're at, folks. And again, as Greg mentioned from the bathroom, as he mentioned last night during the Chalk Wrestling live chat, you can no longer super chat on the Greg Cherry brand side of things. So please donate directly to the Greg Cherry brand at streamlabs.com/luck of the draw one. And if you, again, the $2 gets you the acknowledgement Roman Reigns style on the air, and $10 gets you a wheel spin, which means you have the opportunity potentially to get a future shot at the WTC World Title. So keep that in mind as you donate today. Donate accordingly.
Yes, I've noticed that since I added the title shot to the wheel, it's been a little bit more popular.
I mean, the freaking super chats went over the limit just last week alone after you did that. Like Dwayne went to school. So it's good on him, man. Or went to town, excuse me. Going to school
we'll see if that persists. But yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, there's no YouTube super chat on my channel. I disabled them because they're not paying me. So
it's Oh, okay. So I'm going to totally jump the shark and jump script here. I agree with this law. This should be a law in every state, not just freaking Massachusetts. Yes. Get rid of Belichick. He should be served in Siberia or some shit. For real. Anyway.
Well, you figure, I mean, Belichick used to be a coach for the Browns. So that's probably why he feels that way. And then again, Belichick didn't do piss all there clearly with Cleveland because it's Cleveland and they haven't done piss all. So the fact that Belichick went somewhere else and had to cheat to win, just it's got to stick in every Browns fan craw. So I don't blame Josh for feeling that way. I just hate Belichick because he's a piece of shit anyway. That's just me. Anyway. Yeah, we are going to talk about the NFL draft. One of the things that concerned me, and I don't know if I'm the only one who felt this way, that during the initial draft, I'm not talking about, the free agent signings after the fact, but the Steelers did not draft an offensive lineman.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Which was one of their biggest weaknesses last season. Why would you not touch your O-line? You need that help. Like Roethlisberger, if he would have had a stellar O-line, the Steelers might have gone deeper in the playoffs.
They very well could have.
And the fact that they made the playoffs with that O-line says quite a bit. Yeah. It's like, I know you want to load up your defense. You want to have the number one defense. That's perfectly fine. But you need an offense too.
Yeah, a little bit. By the way, thank you for starting that comment so I can go back to it, because I do have something I want to post, and JJ posted. I definitely want to acknowledge it. Man, I don't know if you watched that game last night with Pittsburgh and the Rangers. My God, was that a crazy game?
Yeah, I saw some of it because like they actually had the game on while I was playing poker because they have TVs on, and
because it was going that long. Like
they played 2 games last night, essentially.
They really did. They played almost because that game almost went to the end of 3 overtimes. Like they were heading for 4. When JJ messaged, they're going into 4. I'm like, no way they're going to go. And then freaking Malkin finally came through. Good Lord.
Thank you, Evgeny. Appreciate it.
Right? Thank you, Evgeny, if nothing else, for letting us West Coast fans go to sleep at least now. Y'all East Coast fans didn't get that chance.
Yeah.
So, good grief. Oh, this is I've heard it said so many times. Let's say this is the second most wonderful time of the year. Of course, Christmas, but this NHL Stanley Cup playoffs are the second most wonderful time of the year, man. And we're back at it again. The Kings are on game 2 tonight. So, woo!
There you go.
Hopefully not a long week, because I like to win tonight and then have them come home and win 2 and send you others packing. So we'll see. Good stuff. But anyway. So yeah, NFL draft. Let's go ahead and get the banner up there and make it all official. There you
go. Yep. I was just surprised. I really thought that they would take. I'm so annoyed that the Ravens took Kyle Hamilton. Why do all the Notre Dame players go to AFC North teams that aren't the Steelers?
Yeah, especially Baltimore, who you particularly despise at the moment. That's what the shenanigans of the pandemic season. So. Just awful.
Forever unforgivable.
Forever.
It's just maddening that happened. Because it happened with Owosu Karamoa. He went to the Browns in the last draft. And I was like... And yes, the Steelers did get Chase Claypool. They got Chase Claypool in the draft. They got... it's not the first Notre Dame player to the Steelers. Chase Claypool wasn't.
Right,
but they got Stephon Tuitt in the draft. But it just seems like all the super talented, Notre Dame players, go to the AFC North, and it's like, you're glad they got drafted because they're talented, but at the same time, you don't want to play against them because you know what they bring to the table.
Very true. Very true. And again, you guys have to Bivens, which is, or Pickens. Excuse me, I can't even read. I'm so blind today. He's got red flags, but you know what? Unfortunately, the culture of college and professional football is so tainted now that anybody that's got a medium amount of talent seems to have some sort of controversy. It's sad, but it's the way it has. I'm not advocating it or condoning it, for the record. But it seems like the guys that are talented tend to know they're talented. And that's unfortunate, because then they get a big head and they get all full of their own shit. So,
yeah.
But yeah, and like you said, y'all had juju. So it's one of those, like TJS says on the other channel, let things play out, guys. It'll be okay if you let it be okay. If you go into it with a negative mindset, chances are it's going to turn out like shit. So just patience, my friends.
Yeah, he's incredibly talented. I'm not mad about picking up a wide receiver from Georgia. What I am, and a lot of people don't. There are some Steelers fans who don't like the Kenny Pickett pick.
Yeah,
because I'm surprised Pickett fell. I'm surprised all the quarterbacks fell. Nobody took a quarterback until the Steelers, and the Steelers drafted 20th. So
yeah,
I know it wasn't the strongest quarterback class possible.
No.
But hey, like you said, let it play out. We don't know how he's going to do. He's obviously not Ben Roethlisberger. He is He is a different style quarterback. Maybe that's something we need. Maybe that's something that we'll have to adapt to. Matt Canada will have to figure that out for his offense this upcoming season. Work around Kenny Pickett. If he's the starter, it could still be Mitch Trubisky. I don't know. Mason Rudolph's kind of screwed. He's third string. Let's face it.
We were talking last week. You guys had two pretty solid quarterbacks going into the draft, and then now we have Pickett. So it's going to be interesting to see. Again, he's in the third string. It's just a matter of who's the starter going to be at this point now. So, we'll see.
Yeah. Did you see it? I didn't see any of the Dallas picks because obviously
I did. Like I said, I didn't. Josh was trying to tell me, and I like I said, Josh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blow you off on Twitter DM. It was just at the moment you DM me, I was like literally up to my knees in packing and trash in this office. So that's why I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So sorry for being a dick, but yeah, I didn't see anything, unfortunately. Like I said, I can contribute by talking about stuff when you bring it up, but like cold start, no idea. Hey, well, there you go. There's a prediction right there from Cool Brothers. Our buddy at Cool Brothers. Bengals are going to go through. I'm okay with that, by the way.
3 teams at 8 and 9, really.
That's a hot take, but it's. I mean, we all talked about how the pandemic year was what it was for a lot of teams. And then last season said, hold our beer, because that was the craziest damn season I think we've ever watched. Certainly the craziest we've ever covered on any of our endeavors in the last 20 years on streams or videos. So
you figure for the most part, you haven't covered football until I started doing the show.
Well, right. But even as a fan watching peripherally when I was doing, like, I don't recall that crazy. Just so many things that were like, how in the, why in the, what in the, like, it was every week that was happening this last NFL season. So I'm approaching 2022-23 with caution, to say the very least.
Yeah.
So.
Letting things play out, it's going to be an insane season. The fact that the Steelers almost got kicked out of the playoffs because of a tie was and it came down to the last play of the game in overtime.
Yeah.
I had to stay up for a Sunday. I didn't have to. I chose to. I had to stay up for a Sunday night football game.
Yeah. Go
into overtime when I had to work the next day for two teams that I don't even root for.
Right. It's like, I don't even give a shit about these teams, but I have to. It's terrible. That's the worst. The absolute worst. Oh, man.
Yeah. I don't know how I can. I don't know how I could take anything like that. Like, either the Steelers make the playoffs definitively or they miss them. But I can't take you wait till the very last game of the regular season to determine our playoff fate in a game that you're not even in.
Like, damn NFL, we're not getting any younger. We can't afford heart conditions, okay?
Yeah. That's why I posted the TikTok about Chris Collinsworth that I did, because
yes,
he was rooting for the tie. Like, it wasn't even like alluding to it. He wanted the tie to happen. I'm like, piss off Collinsworth.
I have been shitting on him for so many years. My dad never understood it. After that game, he goes, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay. Like, and again, there'll never be another Al Michaels and John Madden. Ever, ever, ever. Okay. But Collinsworth is just so a second choice, second tier compared to Madden. Again, this is going to sound very Homer of me. Even when he's not calling the Cowboys games, even when he is calling the Cowboys games, Aikman does not homer it when he's on the call with Joe Buck. I would love Aikman to be at the side of, now again, him and Joe are both going to ESPN this season, which I found very interesting that they're going to be doing Monday Night Football, because I was like, whoa, because Joe Buck's been the voice of Fox Sports for a minute.
Mm.
So Aikman
he was calling Yankees World Series games in the 90s.
Yeah,
that's how far back Joe Buck goes.
Yeah, I was going to say, Buck's such a part of baseball culture on Fox. They made Joe Buck a character parody of himself on Brockmire, okay? That's how long Joe Buck's been around. And if you haven't seen Brockmire, please go watch that shit when we're done today. Oh, my God, is that a funny show. It's very, very raunchy humor, and Hank Azaria in the lead role. That's all I got to say. But it's a great friggin' show. My sister and brother-in-law turned me on to it. Oh, my God. I cannot wait every week for the next one to be dropped on Vice TV or whatever the hell channel that was. IFC, the independent channel. Anyway, great stuff. But Joe Buck.
Speaking of Vice, this isn't NFL related. There were rumors that Dark Side of the Ring was going to be dropped. I haven't seen confirmation of that. It's just been, I think
Vice put something up saying we're coming back. You just gotta it's gonna take a minute, but they'll be back. So you have to remember that the Plane Ride from Hell episode was not friendly to anybody. It got a lot of people and especially Tommy Dreamer and Ric Flair. So I would not be surprised if there was severe backlash. No pun intended for Sunday. On
severe WrestleMania backlash for it.
Yeah, WrestleMania backlash. What the hell ever. I'm still covering it. Hell, you know what? I'm covering it for free. I'm making poor James do it because people super chatting me. I'm calling it that show we have to do on Sunday. That's the new name of the pay-per-view. That show I have to do on Sunday because I said I would. That's the name of the show now.
This Sunday in Texas. But it's not. Where is it? It's not in Texas. It's.
I forget. It's definitely not in Texas. Oh, that'd be funnier than hell if it was. I will. Please look. Because I'm on my phone doing the thing. Okay, so while we're still in the football part of the discussion, Josh, let's see. Cool Brothers, I'm in Ohio as well, and it's odd seeing both the Bengals and the Browns doing well. It's good for our state and the atmosphere in the Big O. You know what? Again, my family's roots are for the Ohio State. So if the Bengals and the Browns both do well, they're in the same division, so it's kind of odd, but at the same time, I'm okay with it. Because Bengals doing well made my dad happy. Browns doing well seems to make a lot of people in our chat room here happy, so whatever. And then Josh says, thoughts on the Tennessee Titans situation with Tannehill and the Titans drafting Malik Willis without Tannehill's foreknowledge. Ooh, that's heavy.
Yeah. So I feel like Ryan Tannehill was a little blindsided by that because he didn't make the playoffs. I mean, the Titans were the number 1 seed last season in the AFC before they fell to the Bengals.
Yeah.
So I would take it as an insult too. It's like, dude, we won in the regular season as far as the AFC was concerned. Why are you bringing in a quarterback who is highly ranked?
Yeah, that's a little shady. Not gonna lie.
It's crazy. Providence, Rhode Island is where
I was gonna say. Yeah, JJ said
so. This Sunday in Providence.
That's right. This Sunday in Providence, that doesn't work well at all, does it? No. So anyway,
this Sunday in Rhode Island. I don't know. I tried.
No. Anyway, the point is, we said at the beginning we were going to cover the B shows on the Jeff Meacham Network, but they built this card. It actually looks like a decent card. So we're like, shit. Okay, tell you what, super chat us and we'll do it. And they did. It was like, well, damn it, you called our bluff, you bastards. So we're going to do it.
I figure I need to come up with a different goal like every month to hit. It probably won't be an egg every month because eggs are getting expensive. But I don't know. What is something? Maybe we'll do like a random draw and like 5 random people will get wheel spins if you're in the chat. The first
we'll have to definitely talk about it, like really brainstorm, because I mean there's so many good ideas. It's just a matter of how willing are we to commit to the bit, because we can do all kinds of crazy. I mean, you and luck of the draw stuff, you're willing to do almost anything to your body when it comes to food, it seems like. So it's like whatever. But I don't know if that's there you go. There you go.
Tell you what, Josh.
Oh.
And I'm gonna set the bar high.
Yeah.
If we get $500 in super chats this month to the Streamlabs, and you send me a brown shirt, I'll wear it the first show in June.
Which is ironic because I won't be in studio for that show. I'll be at
okay, I'll tell you what. The first show, Jeff is back.
Well, no. I didn't say I wouldn't be on the show. I just won't be sitting in this chair on June 1st.
Okay.
I'll be, 4:00. I will be probably already inside the Fabulous Forum for Dynamite. So.
Okay. But here's the thing. They'll probably be taping dark matches, so you probably won't be able to do the show.
That's why I go in the lobby, because I need to watch dark. Do I really need to watch dark matches? I don't know.
It's up to you. I mean, hey, I got to watch Minoru Suzuki in a dark match, so
I'll tell you what. I'll because here's the thing: June 8th, I'll be gone for sure. Because I'll be at Disneyland all day, no camera. So that ain't happening. So June 1st, we'll shoot for. Even I just sit every minute to go, hey, I'm here, and then we're good. So.
All right. So here I'm fixing the graphic.
Okay. we'll go ahead and where's the over here, dummy. So Jay, to answer your question, I would hope that WWE had the foresight to ban those idiots from any sort of building they're in, because that'd be scary to have those 4 guys in attendance for a WWE show, especially Quagmire. He probably tried to raid the women's locker room and cause all kinds of problems. Let's see. We need to publicize. Josh is terrible, but that's okay. We love him anyway.
So Josh, let me put it to you this way. If you really want it to happen, that means you have to get people into the show and donating, because $500 is a lofty goal.
It's not showing up for me for some reason, but anyway. Okay.
If you tweet Brown's Twitter and say, hey, a Steelers fan will do this if he gets enough money.
Yeah, they will put it out, like, no doubt about it. Okay.
So, hey, listen, I'm not going to push it. That's up to you guys. If you want it to happen, and you have what, 4th, 11th? Okay, you only have 4 shows. You only have 4 shows in May. So it starts today, and it goes through May 25th, I believe.
There you go.
So in those 4 shows, if we can combine $500 in the Streamlabs Super Chat, I will wear Browns merchandise on the first show in June.
So there you go. Greg will be in a brown shirt. I'll be June 1st. You know, I don't even know what's going to happen, because honestly, I know I'm going. I've been told, and I don't know if they're going for sure, but at least one member of Paradise Kitty is going to be there too, because they're friends with Justin Roberts, and you know, both the Nemeth boys are Paradise Kitty fans, and Ryan's on the roster, and I know Dolph won't be there because he knows better, but I'm just saying, you know, the Kitties have been invited to go to Dynamite, so it'll be cool. So I don't know who I'm going to have next to me on screen, but I will be astounded if I see my co-host here next to me in a Cleveland Browns shirt on his own show. Good Lord. That'll be crazy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
No. You know what? I like this. If I have to wear a shirt of a team that I don't care for, I like this. Okay. You and I are going to be in this together, because I had to do the egg by myself. That's one thing.
Know. Well, hey, you volunteered for that shit. So
I did.
You did.
And hey, we reached the goal. I did it. I'm still sticky. So, I mean, thing achieved. Yeah. So if we reach the $500, same 500, we're not going to make it, 1,000. That like the first 500, right. I have to do it. The second 500, Jeff has to do it. That's ridiculous. If we get $500 total through the Streamlabs in the month of May, I'll wear a brown shirt and Jeff has to wear a duck shirt.
Okay. So JJ, before we get too wound up, I'm agreeing to it for the record, but let me just, how broke I am anyway. Can I wear the green duck shirt I had on the one show for Mikey? Because that technically is an Anaheim duck shirt. It's just got the old logo. Or do I have to go completely balls deep and actually wear that god-awful webbed logo D thing? Which, again, I will do. I just want to be clear. If I have to buy another shirt, I need to know now. So, just saying. No. He's not going to commit. He's not going to discontinue his straight edge beliefs, dude. Let's not get crazy.
No, hey, the brown shirt is humiliating enough. Okay,
right. Trust me, I still have a 3 of a 4-pack of the Stone Cold beer. Which, by the way, open mic night. I found my Stone Cold shirt I wanted for WrestleMania. I finally found the damn thing, so I'll have that open mic night this Friday. So I have my Stone Cold, my old. Okay, this Stone Cold hat's so old. It's got a big old band of 20-year-old stain or whatever right here, but it's got the red Stone Cold skull, and I got my new Stone Cold shirt. So Friday night open mic night, there will be beer. Anyway,
I'm fixing the graphic again because we amended the bet.
Okay. Well, then I'll go ahead and take that down and put the banner up at least. Boop. There you go. So go ahead and get that going. Let's see here.
Wait. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, again, that's a gray area, Jay. And I only say that because that Ducks logo shirt originated in the movies, but the team wore it their first 10 years or whatever it was. So I don't mind wearing that shirt. And I honestly, I actually do mind buying Ducks shirt. That's a ball face lie. I mind buying Ducks any friggin' thing. But
I got you.
Well,
that makes more sense.
Because if the wheel spins, I'll end up on freaking physical activity. Then yeah, I'll have a six pack for sure at $500. So,
so I'll make money. I'll be embarrassed, but I'll look good doing it. So
that's right. That's right. And I will sit here with my beer belly and celebrate with you. That's okay.
I just dripped egg on my desk. I didn't realize it was.
Oh my God, dude. Okay. For those of you that don't understand why this is more funny than I'm revealing, go in the Greg Cherry brand archives and look up Luck of the Draw. This is a regular thing for him back in the day. Just all kinds of goop and shit all over him from various activities on the show.
I typically host. I don't play very often.
No. So the fact
I haven't played in 7 years. So
yeah. So one of the chief goals I am looking to do when WrestleMania goes Hollywood next year, if we get enough of us out here, is we're having Luck of the Draw either recorded to put up and have a live to tape thing, or just hell with it, do it live flat out. So because it's
live will be tough. I would want to edit it because I'm particular about that show.
Very true, very true. But if things work out like I want them to, there is, and again, I found a place that was awesome, and then the price went sky friggin' high on it. But there was an Airbnb that could fit, in theory, the entire No DQ, Greg Cherry brand, Jeff Meacham Network team, with a huge courtyard outside. It was like, Luck of the Draw, perfect. it's Luck of the Draw friendly because there's wide open spaces as the chicks, what are they saying on something? Dixie Chicks. They're called the chicks now. They used to sing, but like I mean, they were like, as long as you clean it up, we don't get. I actually I'm like, here's the thing, I've got this. He goes, as long as you clean it up, we're good. I'm like, okay. So, if I get that place and we can all work it out together, yeah, that'll be a thing.
Cool.
Either way, all right. So we are now on. Where are we at here? Do you have it queued up or?
I have it queued up. Yep.
Okay. Weird state law. And again, we all know how fond Greg and I are of the city of Boston, especially Boston sports. So
it's like I always say, the best part about Boston is Sasha Banks.
Yes. The second best part is
originally from Boston. So there. I feel like I always have to add the disclaimer so I don't give Massachusetts a ton of credit.
Right. Oh, Lordy.
I'm going to shower after this.
The jersey. Oh, you mean as far as the. Okay, so you lost me.
So it's not a jersey. It's just going to be a shirt. Jerseys are expensive, dude.
Yeah, they are. Jesus.
So it's an Anaheim Ducks shirt, and the Anaheim Ducks are the chief rival of the Los Angeles Kings. So I mean. Tell you what, if we reach 1,000, throw some New England gear my way.
Whoa! I am not agreeing to that.
There's that. If we reach 1,000, that's pretty awesome.
That's very true. Okay, well, okay. So, and again, the reason I was asking about previous attire is because I've got somewhere in this catacomb of shit back here, old. And okay. Oh God, help me, Lord, forgive me for admitting my sins. I have a Mighty Ducks of Anaheim hat signed by the mascot from back in the day. That's how much of a fan I tried to be before they show their true colors and what they are. So I will bust it out if I have to. But again, I can probably pick up a freaking Anaheim Duck shirt at Walmart for like $3. So it's not a huge investment. Yeah. But anyway. All right, here we go.
Oh, so there you go, Josh. It's up to you. Tweet out like big names in sports that are part of the rivalry. Tweet out Pat McAfee. Maybe he'll donate to it.
All right. I got the perfect one. Here we go. Greg said he'd wear Browns and New England stuff on his end.
1,000 for the New England.
Okay. So if y'all get that, here's the deal. Not only will I wear Ducks, new style Ducks merchandise, I will wear something that is positive, affirming about Bill Belichick on that show. And then I will take it outside and pull Ducks 2. This is a fire in a barrel. This is Belichick merchandise and a fire.
That's what happens at the end of the show. We burn the sumbitches.
On the air, as long as we get it contained. Well, I won't be able to do it on the air on that show because I'll be at the Forum. But the next show I'm here in studio, that'll be a thing. So yeah, $1,000 this month.
We're setting the bar high. Like, you reach the 100, you guys reach the 100. So for stuff that's going to be like grating to our spirits, we raise the bar. So since Greg did 500 for his end, I will, with Greg's permission, right here in front of everybody, I will extend the 500 on my end to the broader Jeff Meacham Network shows, because there's a lot of shows I can get that on there. So if we get 1,000 combined, then I'll be able to keep track of what I get. So like,
I will keep
track of the 500, because if you reach the 500 and I don't, then haha. But
yeah, I've been freaking screen capping that every day, showing how much of a dickhead YouTube's being to me on this front. Trust me, I keep track. JJ knows. JJ has a detailed record of my woes and my sorrows.
All right. So since we talked about Belichick and the Patriots, let's get into the weird state laws of Massachusetts. Here we go.
Number 1, Bill Belichick exists in that state. Number 2.
And that's all of them.
That's it. Good night, everybody. See you next time.
It is illegal to give beer to hospital patients.
I would hope so.
You don't want that stuff mixing with what they give you. Speaking from somebody who's been in the hospital as recently as last week.
You gotta love the Boston freaking mindset. Hey, I don't feel good. Bring me a beer here. What the hell is wrong with you, dude? Jesus. Oh, dumbass Boston. Anyway.
In 1659, Christmas was outlawed. Of course, Massachusetts. I mean, it tracks for their state nowadays, too. Of course, they would ban Christmas.
Well, but, okay. You have to remember why the colonists came over here in the first place. There was so much religious gaga back then. It doesn't surprise me there was one sect of the colonies that was that batshit crazy. So, anyway.
A Massachusetts court ruled that a sandwich must contain 2 slices of bread, thus legally barring tacos, burritos, and quesadillas from being called sandwiches.
I'm actually okay with that, because there's this long-standing, discussion about whether hot dog is a sandwich or not. That's only one part, so,
I guess I did forget to bring this up. Yes, on Friday I passed my kidney stone. And in a very on-brand thing for me, it was in the Sheets bathroom. If there was anything more Greg Cherry than that, it happened at Sheets. Go figure. I thought that was intentional to happen there. It just did. Unbelievable.
Oh my God. I'm literally crying and shaking over here. That is the greatest line in the history of our great sport, right, Tony? Oh my God. Oh
Thanks,
my God.
Oh
Christ.
Shooting ranges may not set up targets that resemble human beings.
Again, such a Boston thing, or such a Massachusetts thing. There you go. Oh,
man, maybe you just need to go to a different one.
Very likely.
Because
you know what?
There's some like Sheets that like it's funny. I was in the Sheets last night, of course. And like
as you do.
There was like somebody who was really upset that they didn't get their order. And like I just kind of walked away from them because it's awkward for me. I got my order perfectly fine. Milkshake. But hey, I'm sorry to hear that. I wish I could be like a more brand spokesperson for Sheets, but then they have to sponsor me, which would be perfectly okay with me.
Well, it's funny you mentioned a different location, because I don't know if I told you this part of the trip that Dylan and Jade and I took last year. I went to the Waffle House in Atlanta, directly across, catty corner across the street from Centennial Park and the actual Olympic ring display there in the park, right? Yeah. So later in the day, Dylan and Jade and I walked down to the Coca-Cola factory, whatever you want to call it, the museum, whatever. And Dylan saw on his little GPS thing that there was a Waffle House. And we're like, okay, it's the same one. It was not the same one. Much different setup, much different clientele. It was total wrong side of the tracks moment for me. I was like, Dylan, where the hell? Yeah, so they can be different. This can sound really funny, like a pun thing. You may just had a bad case of the sheets there, so you might just want to go a different one. Anyway, so there you go.
On that note, snoring is prohibited unless all bedroom windows are closed and securely locked.
I'm actually okay with that one, believe it or not. So,
I mean,
as a snorer,
how loud is somebody snoring that you have to close the windows? Like if here's somebody snore across the street with windows open in the middle of summer, dude, get like a sleep apnea machine or like the nose strips that help you stop snoring.
Well, put it this way, Greg. When my dad took me to Disney World just before Dylan was born for WrestleMania weekend when I was in Florida in 2008, a proviso we both put in the agreement of going is that we had to have earplugs with us at all times when we slept. Because neither one of us was going to make it a week. We were going to kill each other. It was going to be a thing. So, of course, we board the plane and go, shit, we forgot. So, there was, of course, it's Disney World. They have everything. On the shuttle path from the airport, just a block down from where we were staying on the resort, we were at the Disney All-Star, I think, sports one that year, or the music one that year. Next door is a CVS. I still have, it's this industrial-sized tub of orange earplugs. I was not kidding about that. It's like, I'm at Disney World, the Hall of Fame, and Mania. My ass needs to sleep.
Yeah.
So I was not kidding. And of course, my dad goes, he's halfway through, what? He says, let me have your earplugs. I'm like, are you kidding? He goes, are you kidding? No, shut up. So yeah, he and I both not good. And JJ can attest to it, even though he's being a dick when he's saying the chatter. I live in your house. You've heard me. Anyway, here.
Yeah.
Whew.
Taxi drivers are prohibited from making love in the front seat of their taxi during their shifts.
Well, oh my God. The whole quote I've seen in a movie start this way just clearly pops into one's consciousness. It's like, how in the hell? And again, how many times this happened before the legislature went, okay, we got to do something.
Yeah.
Freaking Massachusetts boneheads. Anyway.
A woman cannot be on top in sexual activities.
That's crap.
That is crap. Can't do all the work.
Jesus.
Sometimes it's more fun. Jeez.
I forgot by this point, but I'll go ahead and co-sign.
Bullets may not be used as currency. Because it's not.
This is why Gillette Stadium is as safe as it is for Belichick.
Let's see here.
And yes, I'm sure he did too.
In Woburn, Massachusetts.
Oh boy.
In bars, it is actually illegal to walk around with a beer in your hand.
All right, I'm of two minds about that. And I say that because, yeah, you kind of want to keep people from stumbling around if they have more than one in them and they're walking around with a beer in their hand. And also, if you have a beer in your hand and you do stumble, over it goes. But on the other side, it's like bars are social butterfly places, man. How do you not walk around and be social? It's a very mixed bag there.
In Marlborough, Massachusetts.
Okay.
It is illegal for any citizen to own more than 2 dogs.
So the town named after the cigarette king, you can more than... Yeah, okay, you guys are idiots too. I need all the dogs.
Well, in that same vein, In Hopkinton, Massachusetts, though horses and cows are allowed on the common, dogs are prohibited.
What the shit is up with this state? I told you.
Massachusetts hates dogs. That's the new slogan of this show. Welcome to the Greg Cherry Show. Massachusetts hates dogs.
That's right. That should be on the going and coming from the state sign on the side of the road. If you have your dog, turn around. Like, what?
Yeah. We love our puppies, so
we do, man. I love my dog, man.
In Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh Christ! Here we go.
It is illegal for any citizen to own more than 3 dogs. What is it with Massachusetts and dogs?
Well, again, I disagree with it personally because, like I said, I didn't know all the dogs, but having been in a house that had more than 3 dogs at any given time, it does get a little crazy. So I get the need to contain the chaos, but it's very discriminating and it's still a dick move. So anyway, but yeah, Boston sucks anyway. So who gives a shit?
Right. How the hell do you even legislate this one? In Boston, Massachusetts, no more than 2 baths may be taken within the confines of the city.
Okay, wait.
What? So is there like, if you sit in the bath, does it like trigger something and be like, oh, there's 1 bath being used, only 1 other person can do it? And then like another green light goes on and be like, nobody else better take a bath or you some bitches are in trouble.
That has to be a damn. Everybody's all over Boston today. I'm okay with it. Anyway, so okay, that has to be a colonial era law that hasn't been properly readdressed because figure back then, if you had more than 2 going at a time, there's only like 15 people in the town. That makes sense. This in modern Boston, no, that makes no goddamn sense at all. Wow. But but then again, Boston not only sucks, they stink, so it makes sense why. Anyway,
an old law prohibits the taking of baths on Sunday. So if there's more than 2 people in a bath and they're taking them on Sunday, I mean,
they're going to hell, let alone jail. So yeah.
But why are all of these related? Also in Boston, no one may take a bath without a prescription.
I don't know why that's so funny, but it is.
If you need to go to your doctor, if you need to go to your doctor to be like, hey, you need to take a bath. If you can't figure that out on your own, you're a hoarder. Okay. That's exactly what it is. Like, you have to be able to figure that out. Okay, I know for a fact I have to take a shower, but circumstances dictate. But like, come on.
So you can't do it on Sunday at all.
Yeah.
You can't do it more than 2 people in the whole town at a time, and you have to get your doctor's okay. What the actual hell?
Boston is a messed up city, I'm telling you.
No wonder they had to cheat to win Super Bowls. They can't friggin' know their right from their left. They don't do anything else properly. Jesus.
Yeah, nobody. That's the problem. Nobody wants to smell them because they didn't get their doctor's prescription, and that's how they keep everybody away from them when they start catching the ball and they run towards the end zone. That's what happens.
Oh my God! It all makes sense. It all makes sense. It all ties in now.
That's the thing. Belichick is like, hey, you can't take baths the rest of the season.
Right.
Not gonna happen. And we play on Sundays, so you can't.
Right.
I figured it out. It wasn't Deflategate. It was the fact that they don't shower with the shit.
That's right. It wasn't Deflategate. It wasn't the filming illegal practice. It was they literally stink.
Breaking news. Somebody send this to ESPN. We know why the Patriots have 6 Super Bowls because they can't.
The Craig Cherry brand has broke the code. That's great.
All right. This guy donated $2. Appreciate it, this guy.
Yeah.
Does this sound interesting? Seth loses against Cody. The next night on Raw, he teases a partner to help him take over Raw. and every few weeks it gets more cryptic, and Seth dresses more and more scary until SummerSlam, and out comes the returning Fiend. You want Seth to be the Fiend? I don't see Seth snapping like that, like mentally. And I would hate the Fiend does not need to be recast. If it's not Bray Wyatt, don't do it.
Yep, I agree.
Period. Oh, my beard is like stuck.
Ha! Shit, that's nasty. Oh man, that's tremendous.
I need one more before we're done.
Okay, gotta get one more clearly.
Yeah,
because there weren't already enough batshit moments in these. You see, this is why this is a segment that makes us question humanity at large. Right here, shit like this, right here.
The final one in Marlborough, Massachusetts. One may not detonate a nuclear device in the city. Thanks.
We appreciate the fact we don't have to die.
You take out the entire East Coast doing that.
Seriously, a nuke in the heart of the city would take out the entire state.
Yeah.
And at least the north and southmost bordering states, since it's on the coast there. Oh, god damn, there are a bunch of stupid asses up there.
I feel like I fell asleep on a breakfast buffet. Like, what happened?
Like, actually on the freaking buffet display. Yeah. Not in your plate. He fell asleep on the freaking tray people walk up to. Just raw eggs everywhere.
I don't know if you can see it, but it's like clumping.
Well, here, let's stay here. Probably can if you do this. Oh, man. Yeah, that is all up in there. Wow.
You can see it?
Yeah, on your beard. Yeah, that's tremendous. Jesus. God. The things this man does for you people, I swear to God.
That's why we're setting the goals we are. So we are $2 towards our $500 goal.
That's right. Each.
Yeah.
And I have not seen Young Rock yet. I have it on DVR. I'm crazy busy, but I will be watching it because, ironically, the guy that played Steve Austin is an old friend from my independent days, Luke Hawx, who's on NWA Power now. So,
yeah, like I said, $2 towards the $500 goal.
Yes.
Still a long way to go. You still got $498.
That's right. That's right.
But
let alone my end, which has none today. So there you go. Let's see. Let's
get a couple questions before we go to Dynamite and before I take a shower.
Yes. All right, let's see. I think I actually kind of got everything kind of as we were going along here, so we actually did pretty good on keeping up with things. Just looking. I don't see. Okay, there's the thing from JD that got us all in trouble. Got that problem. I'm not sure what he's referring to here. How's the Hollywood career? What's next for the Meech? Oh, okay. So when I was in Hollywood, I literally had a meeting with a friend of mine. It just happened to be in Hollywood. That's all it was. And Hollywood's a broad term. It's like it's off the freeway there. It just happened to be right there by Hollywood and Highland. So that's all it was. Let's see. It looks like that's we got everything already.
We got
here we go. There it is.
Oh, did you pick it up from? Okay.
What do you think about the supposed petition going around to have Damian Sandow come back to WWE to portray Elias in an effort to further the gimmick that Ezekiel's not Elias? I actually think that's funny. That's great.
It is hilarious. Like I would support that.
Yes. Because if anybody can pull it off, it's definitely Aaron Stevens. That would be freaking hysterical to have him do it.
And then Kevin Owens would lose his mind and be like, "That's not Elias. That's Damian Sandow."
And just have that's who you have go insane. Not Seth Rollins. It's freaking Kevin Owens for all the line.
And to further it, like they should edit in Damian Sandow to like all the Elias moments that have happened.
Yeah.
If they could do that.
That's commitment to the bit. I think we're getting way too much credit for it, but if they did it, I would pop so hard.
I mean, it would be the greatest story that they've done. Like it would be
definitely recently.
Fantastic. So I would support that if they in fact went that route. I don't think they will, but if they did go that route and like just made it absurd, I think it would be hysterical.
Yes. Marshall, I don't think he'll ever return. I think and again, I've said this about a lot of people. Greg and I both agreed. The one person that would never wrestle again was Shawn Michaels. And then he did. So it's anything. Vince always said it. Anything can happen in the WWE. But I can't see Wyndham Rotunda returning because he got shafted so hard more than once when his character was cooking with gas. And if I'm him, like, you know what? I proved I can do crazy things on a acting standpoint and a character standpoint. I don't need this crap.
This guy donated another $2, so we're at 4 now.
Thank you.
How would you guys book Bobby Lashley's third WWE Championship or his first Universal Championship run if he had another one? Also, what gimmick would you give Austin Theory to become the next big thing? And can you see Baron Corbin getting a world title run? And he said, you guys are great. Well, thank you, this guy. I might have
Corbin. Okay.
Lashley could be the one to take a title off of Roman.
Yep.
He's believable, especially after his feud with Omos is over. Maybe that's a SummerSlam match, Reigns and Lashley. They've had good matches before, so I would not be opposed to seeing that. As far as Austin Theory becoming the next big thing, the selfie thing can only go for so long.
Yeah.
He's United States champion now, but like, if he's going to become world champion at some point, he's got to have some character development. He did some great stuff in NXT with the way.
Yeah, he did.
I'd lean back into that a little bit.
And
also, if Corbin got a world title run, also Corbin's another guy who I think could beat Roman if, and this is an if he dropped the happy gimmick and turned babyface.
Wow. See, it's funny you say that because with Lashley, yeah, he could be the one to beat Roman. Theory, I think, and again, the whole selfie thing, and the whole that kind of gimmick. Look how much it pigeonholed Ziggler before he broke out of it. Same with Tyler Breeze. He never really broke away from that before he got released. So they gotta get the friggin' phone out of his hand. They gotta get the happy gimmick off of Corbin. They got to. And I'm sorry, Theory. They gotta get the phone out of Theory's hand. I don't think Corbin's salvageable. I hate that I say that because I like the Corbin character. I don't think it's worth. It is worth saving. I don't think it is able to be saved at this point.
See, if they would have kept the broke Corbin thing going for a while, that could have been the catalyst towards a babyface turn.
Yeah,
but they squashed it too quick. Yep. They went immediately to like his luck is back. It's like, man, ride this out.
Seriously, he was going. Seriously, they rode that and they had a potential thing to keep going after SummerSlam. And oh wait, we're in Vegas. Let's scrap it and do this. Oh, there's been glimmers of hope for so long with him. Every so often, I should say. And then they just snatch the rug off from everything again. It's like, damn it, man. Because I genuinely like the character, and he is so fun to watch when he's not as bad as it's gotten for him. It's frustrating as a fan.
Yeah.
So,
all right, I think we're gonna call it there.
Yeah.
Because Dynamite's about to start. Remember the goal: $500 by the end of the month. And I wear Browns merch. He wears Anaheim Ducks merch. We're still a ways off from it. It's possible. I wasn't sure that you guys had hit the 100, but you did, and then some. So
and we even went there. If we hit 1,000, then we're both wear Patriot centric stuff. Good grief. Yeah. Oof.
So there you go. There's your task for the month of May.
That's right.
And this guy, This guy donated $2 more. We're slowly but surely getting there. I appreciate this guy.
Yes.
Do you think Roman is a self-fulfilling prophecy of no one is bigger than WWE and no one can beat Roman? Once he's done in the ring, who do they have to carry the company? Again, Attitude Era had a group of people, and the Golden Age had the same. That's the problem with booking one character so strong.
Yep.
It's that once he's beaten, like, then what? Yeah. You almost have to keep Roman on top. And I honestly, if they do Roman and The Rock at WrestleMania 39, I'd have Roman beat The Rock.
Well, this has been talked about for a while, that Cody becomes WWE champion and Drew becomes Universal champion at the UK show, and then Roman is fighting to regain his spot, and along the way, The Rock and he interact at Mania, and then after that he goes. I think that's the only way to do it, is if the returning Cody Rhodes beats him, and if Drew wins the championship in his home area. It's not Scotland, it's in England. But,
if Roman Rock isn't for the title, then I'm for Cody winning the title and Drew winning the title. And yes, Josh, that is true. Like, it does not just have to be during the show.
Right.
If people want to donate to that Streamlabs link, they can feel they're more than free to do so. Like, the money comes to me regardless.
Yes.
So
there's that option on Greg's side. I have a Streamlabs. I just got to actually activate it again. If you guys, you can also PayPal me directly. I ain't gonna say no to that. / Jeff Meacham, real simple. There's also now on my channel a thing called the Super Thanks, which our buddy Scott turned me on to over the weekend. After the show is done live streaming and it's a on-demand situation, there's a button that looks like a heart that says thanks. You can donate whatever you want. So again, the options are there. So you just gotta, whatever you guys can do, find a way.
Yeah,
but it's
tell people about it. If you know people who like watching other people suffer by making them wear their opposite team's merch, appeal to that.
Exactly. If people enjoy pain and suffering, then damn it, we are the channel for you.
Yes. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to go shower before I turn on some Dynamite.
I'm actually going myself because my son's at the band concert, so I got to get going myself. So thank you all for watching. Appreciate it.
Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next week for another episode of The Greg Cherry Show. Have a good one, and I'm still sticking.